I had to. I got one. Hey, how is everybody doing? Nice sunny day out here. 83 degrees. Hola. How you doing, Mob? What's going on? Get some caffeine in me for the first time in a day and a half. Yeah. And a banana. Two people. What's we got in here? Good afternoon, good morning if you're in the Philippines, or morning if you're in Australia, probably. Go away, fly. Three people. Say hello. Hit the like, please. It's free. Percy Lifestyle, hello. Ash, you're fine. Percy, I am connected to you now. Thanks. Welcome. Gumastico. Gumastica. Still waking up from a nap. You're welcome. Thanks for coming in. I am from Seattle area, US. However, I am moving to the Philippines on Friday, US time. It'll be Saturday morning when I leave Philippines time, but I'll be leaving Friday evening from Seattle. Two more days. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. How are you doing there? Get some music going. Good to hear. Got some Warrior Cha-Cha. Yep. Because I live in the forest. Um, they don't bother me. People have seen cougars and bears, and we've got deer, coyotes, raccoons, squirrels, wild rabbits. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, somebody saw a cougar down toward the end of the road a couple months ago, I think it was. Yeah, I wouldn't mess around with a cougar. They are known to attack people. Good morning there in Australia, Mark. How you doing? Oh, she's awake. Yep. Let's see here. Now my chat's gonna be stupid on my other device. Austin Wynn, hello. Yep, 2 more days. 2 days and about 3 hours. There she is. They have internet back at the place today or this morning, Chi? Glad you're off work, Austin Wynn. Uh-oh. Better go buy load then before it runs out. Ooh. Good morning, Gary's Kitchen. How you doing? I've been mostly taking it easy. I need to be doing a lot today, and I may do some stuff here in a while. But sleep being messed up, between being excited and also worrying about Chip, I needed to get some rest. Ash! Your fans want to say hello. All right, get down. Yeah, he's a good boy. I'll probably try and pack some of my stuff this evening, and then I'll pack some more tomorrow. And didn't get to go through the house like I wanted. I was gonna do that Monday and Tuesday. Chip wasn't feeling good Monday, so of course I didn't do much either. And Monday, was it Monday it was raining? No. Yesterday was a wash because I had been up most of the night with Chip at the hospital. And I came home and slept. Slept quite a bit today too. Not really sure why I slept so much today. But Chip's coming home tomorrow. They're not doing surgery after all. He's in pain. I think he's understandably frustrated that they're not going to do the surgery because he's tired of having the pain from it. But he said he's coming home tomorrow. That's going to be a little tricky because tomorrow is the day I have to check out of the shipyard, and he's over in Seattle. And about the time I would be getting off work is when traffic hits the Seattle area, and it's nasty. So I probably won't have as much time to do stuff tomorrow evening or afternoon as I'd like, since I'll be going to pick him up, which I'm happy to go get him. The timing of traffic is awful. Good morning, Matats. How you doing? We'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some more water. What did I miss? I step away for just a minute and people are change husband sis. She make me awake. My goodness. I step away for a minute and the ongoys go crazy. I feel like there's supposed to be a, is it Busquet or Busquet? I thought there was a K in there. Yes, they do. Which is part of the reason I'm always on their case about speaking English. Ugh, I just used the last of the ice. Changing her name does alleviate the constant question of not necessarily where you're from, but she doesn't have to tell him she's Filipina. She'll be like, just read my name, stupid. She is cheeky this morning. Certified quality, welcome in. How you doing? I use the last of the ice, or I put more ice in my coffee too. Cryo, what's up, buddy? I don't know. She went to bed a little early, I think. So maybe she got some more rest. Yeah, I'm also just waking up. I've slept most of the day. Needed to do stuff. I thought about getting up earlier, but my anxiety was up because of the move and needing to pack and worrying about Chip. So I took one of my Klonopins and it knocked me out. So I woke up a little after 2 p.m. That I was getting a headache. I have coffee. I haven't had any caffeine since Monday. Yeah, B vitamins help. I usually get mine in my NOS energy drinks, but I didn't have any NOS yesterday or today. Sleep? Nah. Well, you rest a bit, son. Oh. Yeah, she definitely has more energy today than she has for a few days. I think it took her almost a week to catch up on her rest from her marathon trips to Biowan and back. Good morning, Mike Powerhouse. Doing all right. Hey, R2RC. NOS, probably not. But I'll get vitamins. And I'll be making coffee over there, which reminds me, uh, he's okay. He's in pain. He's coming home tomorrow. They're not doing the surgery. The first hospital was expecting him to be in surgery. Oh, the meds. Was expecting him to be in surgery Monday. Or is it yesterday? Yesterday. But the second hospital wasn't so sure about it, and then today they decided that they're not going to do the surgery. So he's kind of frustrated about that, because even though the surgery would hurt, he wanted the pain from the aortic ulcer to be gone. With Mom, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure which meds. The NOS energy drinks aren't medicine, that's just my energy drinks. But without it over there, I'll just drink Death Wish coffee. He's Oscar gets better. Oh, Klonopin. No, I'm going off of all of the meds with doctor's assistance because they're mainly due to anxiety caused by stress, and my stress is about to go poof off a cliff. I don't know if they are or not. I've had daily anxiety meds since my first divorce in 2010. But I'm not going to have the stress levels anymore. So, beginning of July, I told my doctor I wanted her to wean me off of them. So, I was already supposed to be off of, but I decided, since she gave me one more refill, to wait until I was almost to the Philippines or in the Philippines, so that I didn't have bad anxiety attacks right before I was trying to get ready to go with everything I have to do. So I will be off them within the next month. I fly out of Seattle on Friday Pacific time, about 6:45 p.m. And then I'll fly to San Francisco, have about a 3-hour layover, check into Philippine Airlines, and then I'll fly from San Francisco to Manila. It'll start late. Basically, it'll start as a red eye out of San Francisco, and we'll see what the winds and Liker stuff, but they estimated at 14 hours and 50 minutes. So I will arrive in Manila and then Dumaguete. If I make my connecting flight in Manila to Dumaguete, I'll arrive in Dumaguete probably about between 7 and 8 p.m. Saturday night Pacific time, which will be about 9:55 a.m. Sunday morning Philippines time. Hey Scott. Thanks. Yeah, she probably won't sleep much. We'll see how much I get to sleep on the plane. I'm really not gonna worry about the baggage weight too much. I'm sure I'm gonna get overcharged. I would worry about it if it was a vacation trip, but really I just need to take whatever fits. So I'm just expecting overweight charges and an extra bag, probably an overweight extra bag. So I wouldn't be surprised if it almost doubles my ticket price because of the overages and extra bag. But again, I'm moving, so I need to take what I need to take. Because there's some things that I want to take immediately and don't really want to wait 3 months on the buy-in box. Which I still need to get in touch with the place. Scott, if you have that information, if you could send it again, sorry, that'd be great. It's too late for me to pick him up now. This whole thing with Chip really put a kink in my whole final few days plans, which, yes, I know, don't leave things until the last few minutes, but I had a very good plan, and plans can always go awry, but this was a pretty unexpected thing. So yep, if I haven't put up a video, check my channel page and look at the community tab where I can type something in and put up pictures, because once I get to Dumaguete, then Chi and I'll take a picture and I'll post that on the community page that I'm there safe and we're together. If I'm not totally dead after I shower and get some food, or maybe while I'm eating, maybe we'll do a short live stream in the room. But the first order of business is going to be, well, the first thing really is, after I hug her to death, is go get a SIM from my other phone, get to the room, get a shower to get the funk off. Maybe she can get some Krispy King while I'm taking my first shower to get the day of travel funk off. Come back, eat. Maybe while we're eating, do a short live stream, unless I'm really cross-eyed from being tired. And then we'll turn off the camera, hopefully, so I don't get banned. And we'll probably snuggle a bit, have another shower, and then I will probably pass out for quite a while, wake up, eat some more food, pass out again for a while. Yeah, it's peaceful there, low stress. So Expensive Expat did an interview. Well, he interviewed Paul Oldog earlier this year, or late last year. It was late last year. It was like a 3-part video, and partway through the second one, he said that when he was in San Diego, he's a big guy, but also he was on up to 3 Xanax a day, which is crazy amounts of Xanax that was prescribed. And when he got to the Philippines, now he's totally off. Not just the Xanax, but any kind of anxiety and depression medicine. Paul Old Dog said that he was on 4 different like heart medications when he moved over to the Philippines, and now he's on 0 heart medications. Yeah, when I got back from the hospital yesterday, it was kind of raining here, and I was tired, so I slept most of the day yesterday, and then I got up and I wasn't actually going to go live, but I was in Jasper's live, and Cryo Trucker's coach asked if I was going to go live, so I was like, all right. Not that I'm aware of. I've got 2 more packages coming. We got 2 more shirts. I got one of my sunscreen shirts yesterday, and 2 more coming today, and then I have one more. What was it that I ordered? I'm so out of it. I can't even remember what else I ordered. I see your question. I'll get to it in a moment. I just need to. I ordered something important, but I don't remember what it was I ordered. Oh. Oh yeah, those 2 shirts will be nice looking. Oh yeah, I ordered another set of wall hair clippers because the ones I have work great, but it would probably be easier to use a set that can run corded or cordless, so I ordered myself a new set, and Chip has needed a set. He's been borrowing mine since he's been out here. Oh, that wasn't you, Scott? Okay, thanks anyway. So I ordered a nice wall lithium ion hair trim set that can run corded or battery. So I'll take that one with me, and then I'll leave the other one for Chip so that he has a nice set. The one I have is still really nice, but I figured Chip's going to be here for another month and a half, so I want him to have something to use. All right, see you, Mark. Am I retired for good, or do I think I will work someday? I don't plan on working again. I mean, some people can say, depending how much editing you do and stuff, YouTube can be kind of like a job, especially if you're grinding out live streams every day. But just don't look out the window. I like to fly. Doesn't bother me. So unless you consider YouTube work, which it can be if you let it be all consuming, or you do a crap ton of editing. I don't know how deep I'll get into editing. Okay, R2RC. I want to get a Honda ADV. Thanks, take it easy. Well, diabetic meds you would probably have to stay on unless it's type 2, because there are ways you can reverse type 2 diabetes. Hey, Lucy Warren's World. I'm pretty sure, yes, I am connected to you. So I will give you moderator. So while you would probably have to stay on your diabetes medication, there's probably a decent chance you could at least get off of the anxiety and depression meds, maybe even the high blood pressure meds, being in the Philippines. But that is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I would definitely get out of Flint, Michigan, and Flint has horrible water, so I would get, even if you're not leaving, well, it'd be hard to move it if you were going to go to the Philippines, but I would like immediately get an Alexa Pure Pro water filter, gravity fed water filter, and use that anywhere you live, but especially in Flint. I'm not sure if you can take a Harley to the Philippines or not. Because the guy that was interviewed on Every Man Has a Story, that was from Australia, has a collection of bikes that he thinks are the best ones in the Philippines, that he got in the Philippines. And the guy asked him if he had brought or was going to bring over any of his bikes from Australia, and he said he wasn't allowed to. So I don't know how likely it is to take motorcycles over there. But I don't know how all the rules work. I just know that at least from Australia, he wasn't allowed to take any of his favorite bikes. He said he sold most of his collection, but he saved a few that are in storage back in Australia. But he's the one that showed the what he thinks are the best bikes for the Philippines, and kind of goes over why. And his favorite of the collection is the Honda ADV. He did a few mods to it, which I'll probably try and get in touch with him to make sure I can do the same mods. Maybe I can go to the same shop he went to, or if he did it himself, see if he can help me do it. But just some low cost mods. He put some kind of bumper bars on it, but you really can't tell they're extra. They look nice. Some spotlights, dual horns. I think he changed the weight of the oil in the shocks, and the weight of some weights in the clutch system. And that one out the door, I think he said, was about $2,700. And I think that included having like a 42-liter top box. Hey, Reveal, aka KuyaStorm, how you doing, buddy? Miss Chicago. Yep, almost there. So it says 2 days, but add about 3 hours to that, so 48, 51 hours till I fly. But I'll probably be at the airport by now in 2 days, getting all checked in through the airlines and security and stuff, because I do not like stressing at the airport with the lines. So I'm the type, I will get there extra early to get through security and then go chill out at the gate, even if it's for an hour and a half. I would, just to keep my own anxiety down. That's how I do it. Oh, somebody's happy. I think it's a toss-up between who's more excited, her or I. You want to transfer your limousine. Again, I don't know that you can take any vehicles over. I know some people get vehicles in, but I don't know if they come in used or if they buy them and bring them in brand new. But I don't think I've seen a lot of videos of even like BGC and Makati, and I don't think I've seen a single limo. And with all the traffic over there and how tight things get, I can't imagine driving a limousine in the Philippines. Any kind of traffic you think has been bad in the US, uh, magnify that in the Philippines, especially since there's basically no road signs, no stoplights. So with something that long, if you're moving forward just a little bit, trying to get through an intersection with a long vehicle, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. That's a horrible idea. I think that's right up there with taking a Filipina to the U.S. You don't need a lot of stuff in the Philippines. You don't need a limousine. Well, you need to drink water. Just don't drink it out of the tap. But get an Alexa Pure Pro filter with extra filters so it filters faster. And those things take out over 200 contaminants from medicines to pesticides, including Roundup, glyphosate, microplastics, metals, uh, biological stuff, whether it's bacteria or other things. Like you can take pond water or lake water and put it through an Alexa Pure and drink it without having to boil it or put any kind of chemicals in it. I have one sitting on my counter right now, but I suppose I could try and pack the casing of it, but then it would be my luck that I couldn't ship in filters or something. So I'll probably just let Chip have it and order a new one when I get over there, and hopefully they'll allow them to be shipped in. Yeah, I would get the hell out of Flint. You leaving, Matets, or left? What the heck? 51 hours. All right, see you later, Cryo. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Wow, that's a super clickbait title. That Newsbreak app, sometimes it has good stories. Sometimes it posts old stories like they're new stories. This headline, yeah, BGC, Bonifacio Global City. It's basically the Beverly Hills of the Phils. Listen to this headline. NASA tells Americans to flee cities during Perseid meteor shower this weekend. It's not really what they said. They said if you want to see the meteor shower, go to somewhere where it's very dark, which is going to be outside of cities and urban areas, so that the sky is dark without light pollution, so that you can see the meteors better. So NASA didn't tell people to flee cities. They told people if you want to see the meteor shower, leave the cities and go to the countryside. Man. I don't know that it's inside Manila. I feel like it's next to or attached to Manila, because there's more than just BGC too. Now there's BGC, Makati, Westwood, and I think a couple more that I'm not thinking the names of. You're not gonna want to be trying to make money in the Philippines. You're Unless you have a certain type of visa, you cannot work in the Philippines unless it's a remote job. You're not gonna do not plan to go to the Philippines and make money driving a limousine or having a dojo or any of those things. You're not gonna make money in the Philippines unless it's an online job or remote work. You're just not. You're not even allowed to without the right visa. But even then, even working at McDonald's, where here it might be $15 or $20 an hour to work at McDonald's, there it's like 590 pesos a day, which is like $6 or $7. You're not going to go to the Philippines and make money unless it's online. So unless you have disability money, investment money, retirement money, or something, guaranteed money coming in every week, or you're working online as a remote worker, or doing something like Cambly, teaching English, you're not going to go to the Philippines and make money. There's another guy. You can probably, the best thing for you to do would be to get a consultation with Jasper in the Philippines. $60 for an hour, so $60 for 60 minutes. And there was another guy that was in his community. Username was Cats and Good Coffee, and we all told him. Jasper told him, and we all told him in the chat, "You're not gonna go to the Philippines and get a job. You're not going to do it. Don't do it. Don't try to do that. Don't make that your plan." And he didn't listen. And he went to the Philippines and tried to get a job, couldn't get a job, and then got mad at Jasper and left the community. Like Jasper had misled him, when Jasper and all of us in Jasper's community said, "Don't do that. You can't do it. It won't work." And he did it anyway, and then got mad at Jasper and all of us. Right. and you can make a lot of friends and get out and do things in the Philippines, but you need to have money coming in every month. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. I'm going to have a little under $2,000 a month, and that'll cover all of my costs. I'll still be putting money in the bank. Yeah, there's no money in the Philippines for us. And if you're bringing in money while you're in the Philippines, it's because you're doing online work, not a job within the Philippines, not starting a business within the Philippines. So, yes, some people start a bar or a restaurant bar or something, but maybe some of those are successful and then do okay because people spend a lot of money on booze, but driving a limousine isn't going to do it. You can't go over there and do construction. So, yeah. Now, there may be other places in the world you could go do that, but you're not going to be able to do it in the Philippines or probably most countries in Southeast Asia. I haven't heard too much about spiders over there. As far as spiders go, I'm not like terrified of snakes now. I'm terrified of, and so I don't intend on going to. There's Chipster. I sent him the link. Maybe he was bored and he'd come in. Hey buddy, how you doing over there? I figured you might be bored enough to join the live stream if I sent you the link. Not necessarily. It could be under his Filipina's name. Who knows? Breeze is coming up a bit. Pretty soon the sun will be behind the trees, like another 10 minutes. Ash and I are missing you, and you're wasting our last days here sitting in a hospital being a lazy fuck. Excuse the language. I know you don't want to be there. I'm flipping you crap. Mike, I know you come from a Tets community, but with some of the stuff you throw out there, either you have a very crazy life or you are trolling the crap out of us. I don't really know which it is. I'll have to show Chip how to put a profile picture on his account when I bring him home tomorrow. Okay. So get out of Flint. Where'd she go? Maybe she's making coffee or getting breakfast. Yay, headache is gone. Brain is clearing up thanks to the magic of coffee. Chip, when I pick you up tomorrow, I'm guessing I should probably hook up an IV system of Mountain Dew in my car. Water for you only. No, all the wine you can drink. When's the media shower? When that's going to be? Meteor. I don't know, sometime this weekend. Perseid meteor shower. Let's see, 1998. My son was born in 97. Relax, my tats. My gulai. Hanako. Just 2 shots of what? Oh man, this can is almost out. Well, for making money out of those, your best bet would probably be Canada. But there's lots of places in the US that you could go that would be better than Flint, Michigan. Chi, you still there? Are you off doing something? Her internet may have died. She had load because the Wi-Fi in the place we're staying is down, or has been down since like midnight yesterday. And she said her load was going to expire this morning, so she could be kicked offline right now if her load expired. That may be why she's not talking. Down to 4 people. We got 9 likes. Santa oil. Tomorrow's gonna be stupid busy. I've got to check out of the shipyard, finish whatever packing I haven't done, do my e-visa check-in, do my airline check-in, bring Chip home from the hospital. Many things, many things. And we're down to 3. That's okay. At least I got an hour in for peoples. I haven't seen a video notification pop up yet for Jasper, but I'll take a look, see, maybe I missed it. Let's check the channel videos. Upcoming 8:10. Nope. I think maybe Jasper does not have a video premiere today, but I'll keep my eyes out. Maybe he just didn't schedule it. But I don't see one scheduled. I see one scheduled for, let's see, it's the 8th. So it's Thursday, so like Saturday on his channel as an upcoming video. Working out. Santa all working out. Oop, back up to 6 people. Maybe we got some new people in here or some new subscribers in here from before, or maybe Chi got low and is back and that's down to 4 again. I don't like spiders either, so don't feel bad about that. But I really haven't heard anything about a lot of spiders in the Philippines. There are some very poisonous snakes, but I don't know if there's much concern about spiders. They're not dangerous, but cockroaches scare the crap out of me too. I just think they're gross. You're allergic to mosquitoes? I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't know about bees. You got a whole lot of stuff going on where you're trolling the crap out of us. I cannot wait to flipping get there. Oh my goodness. I need to figure out whether or not I'm going to have a trouble taking in my second router, or if I should just take the one. I want to take the second one so that I feel like I should be able to take it and show them that it has mesh capability. Because I'm sure you can buy mesh routers over there. Well, you could definitely find the Filipina, and they're amazing women. Like, they're probably some of the best women in the world, but you need to have a source of money that's not coming from the Philippines if you're going to go to the Philippines. I would not get married in the United States, or really any Western, well, I don't know about other Western countries. I don't know how their laws are, but I would not get married in the US. The courts are just, family courts and divorce courts are just stacked against men. If you look at she's 32, but she looks like she's 23 or 24. She does not look like she's in her 30s at all. And she's itty bitty, itty bitty. She's 5'2". It's a good thing she's not 5'3", because that would be too tall. Choklang. Well, you could probably make it a lot better even just getting out of Flint, Michigan. "51 hours-ish until I fly." When I get there, I need Chi to walk on my back, like legitimately walk on my back. I'll lay on the floor and she'll walk on my back to pop my back. I have to wake up early tomorrow because I have to be in the main shipyard building by 7. That means I've got to get up at like 4:30 or 5. That's not easy for me right now. Unless I just stay up, but then I would be super zonked. Ooh, and I can't be super zonked because I got to go to Seattle to pick up Chip after the after I check out of the shipyard. I may drive my car on the ferry. I don't think I have my card anymore. That gives me the discount for my disability because they cut it in like half. I think I just threw it away a couple weeks ago because I was leaving and it was so hard to read because I've had it for like 17 years, 16 and a half years, something like that. It's so nice and peaceful here, but this being beautiful like this is not, I mean, it's always beautiful even when it's rainy, but it's not like this where it's warm and sunny and you can just sit outside. Most of the year it's cloudy and gray and rainy and cold and very depressing. It's well known for being a very depressive place. So, and I grew up with it because I was born in Oregon, raised in Oregon, and then I lived in Hawaii for 3 years. And when I moved back from Hawaii, that's when I realized how much the dreary weather here affected me and my mood. I can take this out so my umbrella is not a kite anymore. So I'm not constantly worried that it's going to knock over my stuff. Try not to yawn all the time, but oh well, I'm tired. What can I do about it? Anybody have any questions? Things they want to talk about? It's pretty much open topic today. Oh, come on, YouTube, stop being stupid. There we go. Doing these live streams has actually gotten to be really relaxing for me. And Amazon just went down to the neighbor's house, so they're probably going to stop at my place. So I'll probably have to... Yep, I'll be right back. Stay here. Back up, back up, back up. Hey, Jester. Now I only have one more package scheduled to arrive, and that'll be tomorrow. These two are my number 2 and number 3 sun blocking shirts. The other one came yesterday. Is this really... Get off me. This one really gonna take a knife to open? I think so. Blocks 98% of UV. I don't see any way to open this without a knife. Oh, I'm wrong. There it is. There's that one. The other one is a dark green. And there's this one. Okay, where is the... There it is. Garbage. I usually wear dark colors, but I forced myself to get some lighter colored stuff. I almost ordered an orange one too, but decided against it, so and these are long sleeved, hooded, quick drying shirts that are sun blocker shirts. So I only have one more Amazon package scheduled to come. I'm a little bummed. There's like two of my Kickstarter projects that I backed that are now shipping, but aren't gonna, well, one of them shipping I think next week, but they're not gonna make it before I leave, so I'll have to have those items shipped to me later. But those are to help me minimize getting annihilated by the sun over there. Hey, thanks, Gary's Kitchen. I will pin you up. There you go, my friend. Let's see, Daisy Ridley has been diagnosed with Graves' disease. I'm not sure what Graves' disease is. Thyroid gland produces too much thyroid. That was great. Give my feedback. That one was also great. I think Chip is either back reading a book or playing our game or fell asleep. But it was cool that he stopped in. So much to do. And time was short. Now I'm almost running out now my empty time is almost used up the little dip down, the little reserve portion of time. So I will get packed soon, probably partly tonight. I definitely needed to rest yesterday and today. I was just too worried about Chip to really accomplish anything because I didn't know if they were going to do the surgery. So I was really on hot standby to jump in the car to go over for that or bring him back or go hang out with him. So I offered to go hang out with you, Chip. So no being grumpy because I'm not there. The poor guy's been in ICU, so they wake you up like once an hour. I don't know if they have to wake you up or if it's just that they're checking vitals and things and they end up waking you up, or if they're required to wake you up. But I'm glad he's okay and coming home tomorrow. I don't think I'll try and catch the ferry back from Seattle, but I think I'll probably drive on the ferry going to Seattle just so I can ride on the ferry one last time. I enjoy riding the ferry. Seattle ferries are great. I will miss that. Before Seattle became a crap hole, I used to go over there and walk around the waterfront quite a bit, play my location-based game Ingress and just hang out, but there's just too much crime and homelessness over there now. I think Cheese load probably ran out, so she's probably drinking coffee, having breakfast, getting ready. I think she was going to go to the hypermart this morning to get groceries and also to get load. Man, almost there. Ugh. I also need to trim. I almost did it last night or this morning, but I decided to wait until like tomorrow or maybe even Friday morning before I trim my beard and trim my hair, so that it's still as short as possible when I arrive, so I look as guapo as possible for Chi when I arrive in the Phils. Otherwise, I would have already accomplished that, but my beard and my hair grow fast, so I wanted to do it as close as possible. I'll probably do it tomorrow night after I get home because my new trimmers will be here and I'll try them out for the first time. And I'll give Chip my old set. New life so soon. Even 4 months ago, 4? May, June, July, August. Yeah. Even 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I thought I was only going to have a trip to the Philippines this year. And then I found that guy to buy my house, and now I'm 2 days away from flying out to move. I'm gonna take my dog. He's not going with me right away. I've still got to get paperwork through the Philippines, which I am behind on doing because I'm dumb. But along with dumb, I just get overwhelmed and can only do so many things without getting overwhelmed. So, but I'll get it done. Hopefully, it'll be approved by the first week of October. If it doesn't, then I've got a whole new issue to deal with, because that's when Jester can accompany him from Seattle to Manila for me. But I know my vet's getting anxious too about getting it done in time. So I need to get online and do that, but there's so many things I have to do. Ooh, I also have to get my onward ticket. I would not take, I don't know how much it's going to cost. I've heard $1,000, I've heard $3,000, and I don't know if that's a fee charged by the Philippines or if that's people including a fee from the Philippines and also travel, shipping costs on the flight or what. Hopefully it's not $3,000 just for the animal import permit. I would bring a young dog like Ash. He's not even quite 2 yet. I would not bring a cat. I know people love their cats, but I'm sorry, cats are buttholes, and you can get a cat anywhere for cheap. You cannot get a AKC Black Labrador just anywhere. Not immediately, but we will get married eventually. So yes, it's in the plan. It's not going to be like right away. It would probably be a year out at least. But yes, we plan on getting married and having little Storms and little Cheese running around. Even though by that time I'll be over 50. I got kind of robbed of a lot of my time with my kids after my first divorce because she moved to Alaska with the kids. So yep, the plan is to get married eventually and yes, to having kids. Appreciate the prayers. Appreciate the prayers yesterday for Chip. I hope that the hospital making the decision to not have the surgery is a good choice. I know he's frustrated about it because he was scared of the surgery, but I also think he wanted to have the surgery so that once he was recovered from the surgery, a lot of his issues and pain would be gone from it. But the doctors are the ones that make the final call, and they're deciding not to do the surgery. So hopefully that's the right choice, but he needs to take it easier, which is very hard for somebody like Chip. He's a hard worker. He's a pit bull. And he likes getting things done and doing physical labor, but at this point, I think physical labor is a bad idea. And my recommendation is find out how much he can get from Social Security and join me in the Philippines. Yeah, I think that would be way too cold for me too. I like snow, but I don't want to deal with 0 or sub-zero temperatures and getting snowed in. Although if I had enough stuff, being snowed in wouldn't really bother me. In some ways, that would be kind of cool. Need a lot of firewood and things, but I'm opting for a tropical place. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Back up. All right. But yeah, I lost a lot of time with my kids when, on one hand, I missed 13 years and that sucks. On the other hand, I missed 13 years, so that can be a real pain in the butt time, but I still wish I had been able to be around my kids while they were still kids. 6 people. You have questions about the Philippines or moving or topics you want to discuss? Anything ridiculous or politics or religion, I will probably decline to have that as the topic. And if you say something super stupid, you'll get removed. So don't be a dummy. Ash, be quiet. Hey, quit. Come here. I know you're being very sweet, being a good boy, but shush. I feel like you asked that a little while ago, and my answer is still not that I know of. Now, I don't know how high some of the volcanoes or mountains might be, but I don't think so. I don't think any of them are high enough. And I think they're too low on the equatorial line for snow. So I'm not an expert. I'd have to look it up, or you yourself could do a Google search. Does it snow in the Philippines? I'm gonna go with probably not. Yep, everything's gonna be good now. I'm not stupid. I don't expect that it's gonna be perfect every day. I'm sure we'll have little arguments here and there, and there will be things that'll be stressful here and there. But it's gonna be a lot less stressful, and it's gonna be a lot happier and a lot lower cost of living over there. I'm just ready to get out of here. I think there's a lot of stupid stuff about to happen in the US due to this selection process. I wish I had known about the Philippines and cost of living and stuff years ago, but if anything was different, then I wouldn't have Chi. So, you know, it's easy to say, oh, I wish I could do it sooner, but then it wouldn't be the same situation, and some of the things I've been through, I might not have some of the same experiences that make me as appreciative. So everything takes us where we need to be. So I just try and not look back as much as possible and just be excited for the future. And let me be clear, I would not take back any of my exes under any circumstances, ever. And I also don't have any lingering thoughts about anybody, like it got away, this one got away, or wish that had worked out, because what I have now and what I found now, I'm just happy and appreciative and blessed. So Let's go with have a beautiful woman, not had, have. Four people. Matets may still be here working out. Work out harder, Matets. Crunch, and crunch, and crunch. Okay, I just said let's not get into that. I will say I think Harris is an idiot. And I'll basically leave it there. I wouldn't be at all surprised if we end up with civil conflict. I wish I knew about it long before then. I probably could have gone over there after my first divorce and just not dealt with a lot of the garbage that I dealt with since then. Coffee. Not just any coffee, Death Wish coffee. Not sponsored. But I have been drinking it for like 9 years now. Super good. Not acidic, doesn't tear up my gut. I have gut issues, so a lot of coffee screws up my gut because of the acidity. And Death Wish does not. Yep. Prayer is important. I pray for the best for us, and I think we're going to get it. So beaches be crazy. Now I'm no longer so sure that it applies across the board. Before I would say it applied across the board. Now we'll see if the crazy applies to. I'm sure it applies somewhat in the Philippines, but at least they're not linebacker wildebeests. Legend, how are you, my dude? What the hell did you miss? Nothing, just chilling. Chip's in the hospital, but he's coming home tomorrow. Harborview decided that they did not need to do the surgery. I think Chip and I are both a bit frustrated about that. Not sure if it's the best decision, but he can't just demand them to do the surgery, so it is what it is. Oh, yeah, Filipinos are drop dead gorgeous, but they're also not, unless they've been westernized, they're also not angry feminists. Linebackers. Yeah, I'm going on time. So the time is 6. 48. So I'm about about 50 hours, 50 hours until I fly out of Seattle, out of SeaTac. What's new with you, Legend? I doubt I will live stream when I get to Manila because I have not a lot of time in Manila to get my bags, get through immigration and customs, get checked in for the domestic flight, and get to the other terminal for my flight to Dumaguete. I'm flying Manila to Dumaguete, but I think I have just a little under 3 hours, and I've heard customs and immigration can take 2 hours. Flight training, try not to lose your mind. So I'm a little concerned about making my connection to Dumaguete. The other connection in San Francisco, I'm not really concerned about. Well, that's good then. But I mean, if I get to the other terminal and I'm just waiting to board the plane, then if I have connection, I'll see about doing a short live. If nothing else, I'll take a little video clip and splice it together later. As far as arrival in Dumaguete, I have paid Mary Rose to be there at the airport. Not yet, but that's not for lack of thinking about it. Most people are saying it needs to be within 72 hours. And right now I'm outside of 72 hours. So I will do that tomorrow afternoon, early evening. And that'll put me within the 72-hour window. So if I do it tomorrow evening, it'll be Friday morning, Saturday, Sunday. So okay, understand, I need to do it ASAP. I've been told I have to do it within 72 hours, not outside of 72 hours. If I do it right now, I would be at 96 hours. So maybe I was told wrong, but what I've been told is it has to be 72 hours or less, so I cannot do it for about another 24 hours. But we'll see. Nobody's been able to give me a 100% on it. I feel like it's probably 72 hours before you get to, because they're not going to check that QR code until you walk up to immigration in the Philippines, because that's where people have gotten turned away. And when they got turned away, basically he got out of line, did it, got back in line, and was fine. Yeah, so I will do it, but I believe it's got to be 72 hours from arrival at your port of entry, which will be Manila. I don't know where else can be port of entry between Manila and Cebu, but my port of entry will be Manila. So I'll make sure I do it within a 72-hour window. No. Tomorrow I check out of the shipyard and they will punch a hole through that red passport. You can only use that on orders. So if you use that red passport, you have to have your orders with you. or electronically, one way or the other, so that they can basically compare the two and see that, because it's only allowed to be used on official government travel, which this is not. So no, you cannot use the red passport. Hey Ed, wow, thanks for coming in, buddy. What's the topic? Whatever you want the topic to be. I'm just trying to chill out a bit before I work on some of my packing tonight. Chip, the hospital, Chip got transferred to, decided not to do the surgery, so he will be coming home tomorrow. But they probably want to release him like in the morning. Unfortunately, I've got to do my checkout at the shipyard first, so I won't be able to pick him up until the afternoon. The 72 hours is about going to the website to basically e-register for Philippines entry. It's kind of like an electronic visa, e-visa thing. Sometimes it gives you a QR code that they can scan to show that you registered electronically for entry. I've heard sometimes they ask to see it, sometimes they do not. Yeah, I don't know what the black passport is. Sounds spooky. That's probably the "you can't stop me or ask me any questions" passport. How's things going for you now, Ed? Wow. How's the family? How are you feeling? Official diplomat. You were an official diplomat. Interesting. Thanks, Mike Powerhouse. Caffeine in my system. I hadn't had caffeine for almost 2 days. Yeah, you a diplomat? That is pretty funny. You're about as diplomatic as a cherry bomb. Yeah. I don't, weather changes there. As far as climate change, I don't know that I agree that I think some of it's natural from the sun changes, but I think there's a fair amount of geoengineering too. So, but it's not yet time for conspiracy and mukbang with Storm and Legend. But soon we'll have to do that again. Soon being like 2 or 3 weeks from now, once I'm a little rested in the fills and have done my Bohol trip. So let's see, today is Thursday in the Philippines. So a week from today, Philippines time, we go to Bohol. You forgot the and. Mukbang, so eating and conspiracy topics from Storm and Legend. Not mukbang conspiracy. Mukbang and conspiracy. Because I'm usually eating on stream, right? Like today is a weird day because I'm not eating on stream. That's not entirely accurate. When I first started, I did eat a banana. And no, I wasn't doing anything silly with the banana. So a week from today, we're going to Behold for 3 days. Woohoo! Get a nice prep going. Oh, yeah. And in fact, she's supposed to be going to Hypermart today. I asked her to get 1 or 2, I don't know how many kilos it is because I know it's kilos over there, but I asked her to get 1 or 2 50-pound bags of rice and sealable buckets or containers to put it in to store it to keep bugs and other things out of it. And I need to get some food safe desiccant packs. So yeah, I'm so close. Right, but here I can get a 50-pound bag. Okay, I'll do math. I hate math. Wow, a sack over there is 50 kilos, so that would be a 100-pound bag of rice. Yeah, and aren't pinto... Is it pinto beans or kidney beans that you have to soak first? Because they have, like, cyanide or something in them that you have to soak out of them first. I think it's kidney beans. I don't think all beans, because I think technically lentils are beans, and I don't think you have to soak lentils. But yeah, I think Ed's right, and I think I'm right. Kidney beans you have to soak because of substances contained in the kidney beans. If you cook them straight away without soaking them, they're poisonous. Oh, I love lentils, man. If you don't like lentils, you just haven't had them cooked correctly and with the right spices. Lentils can be awful, but lentils can be great. To me, they're kind of like they're kind of potato-y to me. Look them up. They're kind of they're circular, but they're not round. I'm not even sure what they come from, but I like lentils. Nice. You can also get a paraffin wax machine and dip the eggs in paraffin, and that keeps oxygen from getting into them, and they last not 10 years, but I think they'll last for like a year. So lentils are in the pea family. That's what they look like dried. They're a staple in diets around the world, member of the pea family. Ah, they're kind of a lens shape. And there's different colors too. Red, brown, green, or black, yellow. So they're in the pea family, but peas and beans are in the legume family. So they're technically a type of vegetable. High protein, they are complex carbohydrates, low in fat and calories, high protein content, and they're gluten-free. I'm not sure, probably. But I mean, they're pre-cooked, so I'm sure they're pre-soaked. The sky has a little bit of that silvery haze to it, so I think they did their trailing today in the sky. Some days it's perfectly clear blue. It's not today. How about you send that to me in Google Chat? That'd be more helpful. I can't subscribe to him, but I am saving his video. I've got to go through and clean out some of my subscriptions because I can't subscribe to anybody else right now. But I saved that video link you sent, and I saw that you sent it in Google Chat too, so thank you. There's other ones than just hunts that do that. I'd also eventually like to get a... You forgot a C. It's Chuck Wagon. I think it's 3 or 4 days actually, because I arrive on Sunday, which is the 11th, and we depart for Bohol on the 15th. Ooh, yeah, I'm sure I would like Afghan food. Oh, that's fine. I just tend to be very concise. So I also... It says I'm reconnecting, so hopefully I don't chop out. How's my sound? So it says I'm reconnecting. Okay, my sound is still good. I haven't gone to robot voice yet. No, that's cool. It's fine putting them in here and there. I appreciate it. Oh man, my back. That's another reason I haven't been able to do some of the stuff I needed to do, like going through my house, because my back's been acting up after that kidney stone I had. All right. Thanks, Edwell. Oddly, Jasper did not have a video premiere today. Oh, I was so annoyed last night. We've been trying to catch rats in my house, and it was actually in there like a night or two ago, but it got a little too bold last night and was thumping around behind my bed. It almost sounded the size of a cat, so I put a trap down, and within like 35 minutes I caught the sucker. His body was about that long. He was pretty big. He dead now. All right, see you, legend. Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at those channels. I've just got to clear out some junk channels. Usually if I like something, I'll just subscribe to it, but there's a bunch of them I can just dump. I just don't have time to deal with it right now. So at the moment, I'm at my limit of things I can subscribe to. Put the music back on. 7 people. Thanks for coming in and hitting the like. I appreciate it. I wonder if he'll live stream today since he didn't have a video. I don't think the two are connected, but man, Yes, I know. I need to trim. I'm putting it off on purpose. Because if I wait until tomorrow or Friday morning, then that'll carry me through my trip to the Philippines and meeting Chi. But I also shouldn't have to do it before we get back from Bohol. So that's a purposeful delaying on doing the trimming. So for another day, I'll still be Neckbeard. That's my pirate name, is Neckbeard. Neckbeard the pirate. Arr. Back read on Google Chat. Yeah. I wonder if they'll have Wi-Fi on the flights or if I'll have to download videos before I leave, which I can do because I have YouTube Premium. So I can pick out a bunch of videos and even movies to download from YouTube and watch on the flight. And actually I can do that with Netflix too. So I'll have plenty of entertainment. Yeah, I was worried you were maybe going to get annoyed with the messages in there, but you can always go in and change it. I wouldn't set it to like no notifications, but maybe only ones your threads you're following or app messages. I think it's pretty cool. We've got a pretty core group in there. I don't think I put. All right, you love the messages. Good. I don't know if Legend wants to be in there or not, so I hadn't put him in yet. I don't think I did anyway. No, I have not been able to get him on Google Chat yet. I'm asking constantly because very soon he's not gonna be able to message me on WhatsApp because this phone that's staying on my US number is what my WhatsApp is attached to. So I've been trying for like months to get him onto Google Chat, and either he just doesn't want to do it or he forgets. I don't know which. But also he doesn't like to be bothered a lot, so if he adds me, I don't think I would put him in there. I think it would be a little too noisy for him, but I do need to get him on Google Chat. Well, yeah, because WhatsApp is only on the one phone, unless I have multiple accounts, which I don't want to deal with, and Facebook just nuked my Facebook account last weekend. So I can't use Messenger anymore. They tried to say, "Oh, we think your account got hacked. Recover your account." Oh, okay, here's you clicked the number, but now we need to do more steps. So send us your ID. And I was like, uh-oh. Because I knew as soon as I sent my driver's license, they were gonna identify that I had been previously banned for nothing other than supporting our previous president. I did not violate their community standards, nor did I violate community standards on Twitter before it became X. And yes, I filed for an appeal for my Twitter after Musk took it over, and I never heard back from them. I hadn't even done anything political on my new Facebook. I made it for the account and so that I could talk to subscribers and talk to people like on Marketplace and looking for homes and stuff. I think what really did it, I only put one of my two phone numbers in, but it was the phone number that I terminated. So I had to add the number that I'm keeping. And then they knew, oh, he's got both numbers, that's him. Now let's put him through the verification process. Haha, yep. He sent us the ID. Yeah. So I am yet again censored from Facebook, and I didn't even do anything wrong either time, but especially this time. Super annoying. I just don't think I'm even gonna. It's Ed Wow, not Edwin. And that's not me being rude, that's just me being concise and accurate. And there's my weirdo neighbors. He's talking to you, Ed Wow. He might be thinking of Austin Wynn and mixing you up. There's another guy that's in here sometimes, Austin Wynn. But it's not one name together, it's spaced. Maybe, but I mean, I could be the crazy annoying neighbor. So if they're doing like karaoke and stuff, that's not really going to bother me because I would also like to do those things. And if they're doing it, then they can't really complain about me doing it. So, and people are like, oh, how are you going to deal with the roosters? I had a flock of chickens, and at one point I had like 4 or 5 roosters. And 1 or 2 of them would crow around the clock, or they would act like a guard dog and they would hear something at night and start crowing. So roosters crowing at all hours of the night doesn't bother me. Dogs don't bother me. I love geckos. I love their little bark that they do. Things I don't like: mosquitoes, cockroaches. Cockroaches are gross, but also, man, I don't like giant flipping bugs. And then one time I was like, what is flying around? And then it landed and it was a cockroach. And I was like, I didn't even know those stupid things could fly. Yeah, the giant cockroaches can fly. That's scary AF. I told you, I'm going to adapt just fine to the Philippines. I love rice. In fact, I would usually prefer ethnic food or Asian food, Filipino food, whatever, over American food. I'll eat the crap out of Western food, but give me a choice between Filipino or Asian food and Western food, I will almost always choose Filipino and Asian food. And I know Philippines is in Southeast Asia, but I feel it's appropriate to look at them different. I think the Philippines is probably the least Asian of the Asian countries. And that's not a negative at all. Yeah, those things. It's like a military helicopter going by. And they'll buzz right past you too. I can't remember if one landed on me or if it landed on somebody else, but I don't even know that it landed. It like ran into him and hung on. And those things have like hooks in their legs, so they smack into something and they just hang on for dear life. And you're like, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. I look back at the video and it looks like I'm touching my boobies, but really I'm just like, freaking out. Yeah. I don't mind snakes. I know there's poisonous ones, especially they said like the green ones, the bright green ones. I said less Asian, not more Asian. I don't know. I didn't mean it in any negative way. See, I disagree. I don't think Asians look alike. Now, if you don't watch a lot of videos and see a lot of different Asians, then maybe at like a glance they look similar, but I've watched enough shows and movies and things that I see a lot of the differences in looks. So I am not one of those people that thinks all Asians look alike. Oh man. Like I've seen, like I would say Chi looks very Asian. I've seen other Filipinas that if you didn't know they were a Filipina, you would think they were from Latin America because they look like they have more of the Spanish blood in them. And I've seen some that look like they could be Japanese or Chinese because they've got so much of that blood in them. So yeah. Oh, Chip is calling me. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to take a call from Chip. Give me just a moment. I gotta send Chip a message. Oops. And done. I'm gonna put that back in my car before I forget. And I'm back. Little housekeeping for Chip. Done quick. Where did that trip go? I don't know. All right, Ed. Well, I don't know what happened with the other job. Sorry if you lost it. I hope it goes well. Good luck. Keep in touch. Message me. All right, you can message me anytime about anything. Don't be shy. I'm so close to getting out of here. I thought about upgrading to business class because it sounds really nice, but it starts at like an additional 1,700. You can bid really low, and maybe they would take it if they didn't have business class full, but it tells you have a very low chance. All right, Ed, well, be safe, brother. And I've already got a request for blocking out 3 seats or 2 seats besides my ticketed seat. So I may not have my exit row, but if I have 3 seats to lay across, that's better than laying on the floor in an exit row. But business class has a 15-inch screen for watching stuff and a lay flat chair or a bed that or a chair that goes to a lay flat bed. But they wanted tremendously more money. So I decided not to try and bid on business class because I'm already going to be spending a bunch of extra money on overages for my luggage. Now, when I come back to the US for a visit or to take care of some things, I may very well do business class if I can get a low cost flight. But it was tempting. So I was like, man, that lay flat would be nice, but that would have cost me probably $500 minimum, but that's a bid and it had a low chance of being accepted. So probably I would have had to bid like 1,200 or more. Yeah, I think I'm going to eat that up with baggage costs. Now, when I come back to visit, I'm I'm not even going to bring a checked bag. Well, I might bring one, but it'll be empty. I would bring the luggage in case I want to bring more stuff back with me from the US. Like if I show up and people give me, oh, here's a bunch of birthday presents for the year or two that you've been gone, birthday and Christmas presents, and I don't want to have to buy more luggage, but they would be empty. So, but I did splurge on a really, really nice carry-on bag. And both that and my other 2 suitcases for check bags are level 8 luggage, which I didn't even know about until it was from a YouTuber that was sponsored by them. But I looked and I can see why that company is popular and why it's expensive. It's very good quality. It's called level 8. Do, do, do. I'm pretty sure she's not in here because her load ran out and or went to the hypermart. I can't wait to get there. We're gonna be like inseparable. Like she's like, well, yesterday she met Jen, which is or every man has a story. Mark's wife, sorry. And it sounds like he wants to meet and maybe do an interview. I was like, well, it's got to be us. But he only interviews just guys, only guys, so you can just talk guys. And I'm like, either he makes an exception to his format and interviews both of us, or we can hang out and talk, but I probably won't do an interview because I would rather do everything with you, Chi. So, Shekel, hey buddy, how are you? Feel free to drop a link. I'll pin ya. I'm doing good. Let's see, math is hard. 49.5 hours-ish until I fly out of Seattle on my way to the Philippines. So it's really close. And I know been saying the same thing every day with the countdown, but I can't help it. I'm excited, and that's really all I'm interested in talking about right now. Yep, you're welcome, Shekel. It's always good to see you in here, bud. Oh, yeah. Needs to trim, but you weren't in here, but I'm waiting on purpose. I'm going to do it tomorrow night or Friday morning before I go to the airport so that I'm still nice and trimmed when I arrive, and I shouldn't have to trim again until we get back from Bohol, because I fly in on Sunday, this coming Sunday, to Dumaguete, and then that's the 11th, and then the 15th we go to Bohol for 3 days. So I'll trim Thursday night or Friday morning my time, and then I'll be good for about a week and a half, and then I'll have to trim again. Really, before 10 days I'll need to trim again, but I think this is about 10 days right now, so I can definitely push it that long. Man, so close to starting the new life. I will miss this though. Right now, there's a breeze coming at me, and I can smell the pine forest. I do love the smell of pine trees. I will miss the pine trees, but I also love palm trees, coconut trees, whatever you want to call them, banana trees, banana plants. I've heard them called different things. I'm very excited to be out there too, but pine forests and the smell from the pine trees is one thing that I will miss. But with the weather being so wet and cold and dreary here, I am ready to get out of here. I'm ready for the change. So there'll be times I'll be nostalgic about it, but then I'll remember that 9 months out of the year, it's maybe not rainy, often rainy, but usually it's cloud cover and gray and depressing. And I'm ready to have that effect off of my moods. I hope she called DHL and sent that back. The Ninja coffee maker was delivered minus essential parts. It didn't have the 12 cup carafe, which I would have been like, fine, we'll keep it. But it was missing the water reservoir, which makes it unusable. So we have to send it back and get another one. Come on, guys. Originally, it was supposed to be delivered Monday after the day after I arrived, but it arrived early. Unfortunately, it arrived early without a vital piece. So I was hoping to basically immediately be able to make Death Wish coffee and I'm not going to be able to do that. And I could get a cheap coffee maker in the interim, but I've made coffee in a regular coffee maker like a Mr. Coffee, and it does not have the same flavor as the flavor that comes out of the Ninja. The Ninja brews coffee much better than a regular everyday cheapo coffee maker. I know I could get a French press or something, but I've never used one. I know they're not hard, but I was just really looking forward to having the Ninja there at least the day after I arrived, and now we haven't even shipped off the return yet. I probably should just go ahead and order another one, but part of me doesn't want to order the additional one or the new one until she's shipped the other one, because I'm worried knuckleheads are gonna like take it back to their warehouse and bring the same one back to us and have the same problem again, like the same exact unit. And I'll just be like, breathe, relax. 'Cause I can't get wound up with people like customer service people like I would here. So I'm already working on my Zen, staying calm, push the pressure relief, walk away, say be like, I need to use the CR. I'll come back later. SMSA Remix. 3 people. People are gone, so let me check my audio, make sure my voice didn't go robotic. Nope, I'm good. YouTube hasn't screwed up again yet. Knock on wood. Hey, we're up to 5. Two and a half hours. Time is 5:10 p.m. Nobody's talking. Where'd everybody go? I need you guys to talk and keep me company since Chip's not here. I'm lonely without my Chip. Ash snuggles, but Ash doesn't talk. I think Ash knows I'm leaving. He's been extra snuggly and also acting a little mopey. Dogs are super smart, especially labs. I know he can tell when my anxiety's up, so he may not know exactly why I'm upset, but he knows something's up. Hey, Matets, I think Ed bounced out for a little bit. He had to go to a job application place. Which that makes me concerned for him because I don't know what happened to his other job, or maybe it went away because of the flooding. So hopefully he and his family are okay. Well, we got in here. Say hello, people. Ask questions. Bring up topics. Appropriate topics. Not highly contentious topics. We don't need to talk about politics. We don't need to talk about religion. What am I going to have for dinner? Chip was gonna make hamburgers Friday or Monday, but he wasn't feeling good, so he napped. And then when he finally got up, is when he needed me to take him to the hospital. Uh-oh. I'm out of my nicotines. I'll be right back. I'm back. Very quiet in here, but that's okay. I'm still burning watch hours, so people are viewing even if it's in the background. I appreciate it. YouTube is dumb. So the other day when I was playing music from Slipstream that I'm allowed to play, and it even says that I'm allowed to play it on live streams with my account that's attached, my YouTube account that's attached to my Slipstream account. I didn't get a strike, but YouTube did mark it as copyright, even though when you click on copyright it says this content is copyrighted but owner allows it to be used on YouTube. It still locked it as far as not being searchable. So I guess I can't do that anytime soon, or at least until I figure out how to stop YouTube from flagging it, because I have a license for videos and for live streaming. But it kills my replays unless I give somebody a link or have it in my playlist if they can't search it from the hashtags and stuff that I put in the video. So YouTube being YouTube. Got 5 people watching. That means we got 4 or 5 lurkers, because I think one of the people watching is me on my secondary device. So let me know if you got questions or things you want to talk about. Everybody's quiet. Well, this place is beautiful. There's just too many old memories. Many bad, some good. And I'm just ready to let the ghosts of the past memories get packed away. Not to be brought to mind all the time by being here. So I'm ready to be somewhere totally new. Very, very ready. Wonder if Jasper's gonna go live today. That would be in about 43 minutes. Math is hard. 42 minutes. Something like that. If I practice at it, I can do basic math better in my head, but I just, I find it annoying, so I just choose to not do it most of the time. Oh, scratch. If I could play whatever music I wanted on my live streams, that would be so awesome. I could entertain you guys for days. Days on end. But I can't. Thought about trying it on Twitch. You can still get hits over there, but at least it wouldn't affect my YT account. A lot of people that do like reaction videos and stuff, they fall under fair use because they know exactly how long they can go before they need to pause it and talk about it for a few seconds before they start playing it again. So that's how they get around it. I could probably do that too. I just need to get a nice little digital countdown clock that I can just hit a button to reset it. So that I stay under the too long at a stretch threshold that would cause me a problem with falling outside of copy or outside of free use. But even when people have free use, a lot of times they get nailed. They often get it reversed because they can show that they're a creator and they're adding discussion about it and stuff, but it still creates a like a constant headache if that's what your channel is based on. So be glad when she gets home. Even though I'm not there, strangely enough, it's comforting knowing when she's home at our place in Valencia, even though I'm here in the US. I'm super excited, Matats, if you're still listening. I can't wait to get there to see Chi. She's such a sweetie. Super blessed to have her. I already know she's ticklish because I asked her and she kind of tried to answer like, no. I'm like, you may as well just tell me because I'm going to find out because I'm going to tickle you. She's like, no, 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 no. I'm like, you just outed yourself as being ticklish. Good job. Now I'll definitely tickle you. Hi, Nicole. Sync up my watch with my phone. I will say the new Galaxy Watch 7 Ultra is amazing. I used the Galaxy Watch 3 for like 4 years. And compared to this thing, it was trash. Battery life was trash. The speed at which it operated was trash. This Galaxy Watch 7 Ultra is amazing. Very, very pleased with it. Two people. Well, that says 5, so I don't know which is correct. Nope, it's 2. Oh, 3. Who we got? Say hello. Flying to the Philippines in 2 days. Sana all 2 days. Oh my gulai. Super close now. Curious as to why the internet is down in our room. I know it's included, so, but I mean, that means we are paying for it. So it's been down for a day and a half or 2 days now. Hopefully the owner will let me plug in one of my routers. Legend is back. Welcome back, my dude. It's gotten rather quiet in here, so I've mostly been talking to myself for a bit. That's okay, though. I've been live, so I haven't had a chance to look at those channels, but I will look at them. I'm sure that I will like them. Like, I saw the pictures and stuff. I'm sure it's stuff that I'll like, so I appreciate you sharing them. But expecting that I'm going to look at it while I'm live is not really a thing. What'd you have for dinner? I mean, you can if you want. There's hardly anybody in here at the moment, so maybe later, or if we get the numbers to pick up a bit. Chicken Alfredo. I love chicken Alfredo. I'm not really a big red sauce guy unless it's like bolognese, because bolognese has cream in it, and that cuts the acidity of the tomato aspect. I like tomato, but tomato, the acidity hurts my mouth. Let's have you call in when there's more people in here. Your call, no pun intended. Ha 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 ha. There's always a pun intended. Don't say that. $244. Yeah, I definitely want you to call soon. We have like 3 people right now, so probably not worth it right at the moment. Yeah, and if we get a place that has an additional room, you can stay in the extra room. Yep, open invite, my dude. Yeah, well, I'll also leave various cleaning equipment, including bleach and Lysol, so you can clean up after yourself, and then I'll come through with a black light. Stood on the tile floor. Just so you know, I may install cameras everywhere. Yeah, or I'll just observe from the comfort of my room. Yeah, snacky snack. Oh, flex at the two-way mirror. As long as you're flexing your arm and not the O-ring. Don't wink at me with your O-ring. No winky winky from the stinky stinky. Hi, Nicole. See, you haven't even called in yet, and now we're down to 3 viewers. Just the threat of you calling in scared them away. I think right now it's just you and Matets, because I think Cheese load ran out. Oh, that's funny. That reminds me of a clip from, I forget the guy's name. Look up, like it's from Boss from the Toys R Us, or Toys R Me. He goes on like a 5-minute diatribe. He's a very funny dude. He did a voice for one of the characters in Destiny, the game also. He died like a year and a half ago. But he's like telling them they only have like 2 minutes and 30 seconds to take a deuce, and he better not go in there and find any stains on the toilet, or he would go to everybody's house and poop in places that would leave them scratching their heads for the rest of their lives. Yeah, I'm sure I'll see where you bored into the watermelon. Four people in the house. Almost everybody's lurking. Matets is lurking because she's been working out. You're talking, so we've got at least one silent lurker. Maybe it's Joan or Joanne again. Or maybe Chip's back. Oh, Matets is live 7 days before Behold. On the role play 2, one day it will be cops and robbers, the other day will be. I'm gonna put that in the proper order: Cowboys and Indians. Which takes me to my part of the joke. Is that Red Dot or Tomahawk Indians? And I'm banned. Wagon burner. I'm not gonna say it on here, but if you know my last name, that's amusing. Oh, we're back down to 3 people. I still think Red Dot or Tomahawk is funnier to ask. I've gotten some dirty looks for that one. 6 people. Say hello. Hit the like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. It's free. You might as well call in. All right. Feel free. You can't call on the phone though, because I'm streaming from the phone. And when I'm in the Philippines, I will be streaming from the Philippines phone. So it has to be Google because I will not use WhatsApp. The only thing I use WhatsApp for is Jasper, but I'm heckling him constantly to get on Google Chat because the phone that has my WhatsApp account is very soon going to be on airplane mode most of the time. Oh yeah, you can't see me because this phone is one that I had for the shipyard, so the cameras are removed. But you,
Do I look like Captain Morgan?
Captain Morgan,
Yeah, people tell me I look like Captain Morgan.
I can see that. I can see it. Yeah, especially if you had the outfit on and the hat.
Yeah. You know what I thought about? So I thought about, when I go to the Philippines and I'm staying there for a little bit and I want to stand out, how can I stand out? You know? And I came up with an idea. You know what you don't see in the Philippines
What's that?
very often? A cowboy.
Oh man, I'm sorry, but if you come looking like a cowboy with a cowboy hat and a big belt buckle, there's a force field on my front door that doesn't let Hicks into my house.
I'm not a hick, I'm a redneck.
I like rednecks, but it's an anti cowboy hat, anti big belt buckle force
No, no,
field.
no, no. You've got to hear me out. It's because, think about it. The chicks are going to be like, who the fuck? They've never seen a cowboy before. And they're going to want to wear the hat. So that's how easy way to pick up the girls.
That's true.
Let them wear the hat. Look at it this way. I'm not actually a cowboy. What I'm doing is I'm using props for my game. You know,
I like props, but usually I want the girls to be wearing the props.
I thought about also walking around like BGC, dress up like Jack Sparrow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just
That's
go out to eat burgers and get wasted like a fucking pirate, bro.
I
Like
could.
full on, like really good, authentic fucking costume.
Yes, I that would be hilarious.
Could you imagine me crossing your little bay, one of those little fucking boats sitting on the front like Jack Sparrow with a bottle of rum yelling at you?
Yeah, but you see, along with it being Jack Sparrow, you'd still have to do the Captain Morgan pose every once in a while.
Oh, I would. I would come around. I'm like, do you know where KuyaStorm is? Just be like in the full pirate accent.
And put your leg up, because even if he doesn't have anything to put his leg on, he puts his leg up.
No, and my like suitcase is gonna be a no shit chest. You're just gonna see me dragging it down to the DUMA and shit.
Nice.
would you die of laughter if I was like just stayed in character the whole time?
Put wheels on it. I
Yep.
actually have. This is one thing that I'm gonna miss having. I have a chest that I got in Hawaii at an estate sale. It looks
Yeah.
like a big ass pirate chest, and it's big enough.
Dude,
I could get inside of it. It's that big.
where is it?
It's in my house.
You need to look at it. Look inside, and you need to start doing research. This is your homework assignment before you leave, because some of those are from like the Victorian age area
Yeah.
and could be worth like millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's one
Literally.
thing that I plan on keeping. I've had that.
Yes.
I got that thing in like 2002 at an estate
Yeah.
sale in Hawaii.
Call me crazy, but you know what show I really like to watch is
Hmm.
fucking Antique Roadshow, bro. I love that show.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, it makes you like look around your house and like start thinking about things, or like when you're at like a swap meet,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you become like an antique specialist.
Right.
I mean, like some of those is weird. Like I remember them showing like a set of plates that my grandmother used to have,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, my grandmother had those plates. They were like Ming Dynasty, like China or whatever,
Yeah.
and like they're worth like 1.5 million pounds.
Wow.
And I'm like, my grandmother used to give me like chicken fried steak on those.
Yep.
You know, granted, I don't know if they're knockoffs or not, but you know what I mean.
I can't remember the brand, but my grandma had plates that they weren't like expensive like that. But what they are is I just recently saw um, a warning about them that if you have them, you can put them like in a display, but stop eating off of them because the paint they used for the design on it is like very high in lead, and the lead
Oh,
leaches.
I thought you were gonna say mercury.
No, it's high in lead, like dangerously high in lead.
Like back in the day in the Ming Dynasty, they used a lot of lead for that. That base
Well,
paint.
these weren't Ming Dynasty ones. These were like American ceramic plates, but it was back before anybody knew any issues with lead. So
Dude, speaking of pirates, do you know what I want to do when I stay full time in the Philippines?
what's that? Be a pirate?
Besides smash, you know, freaking. I love to scuba dive and snorkel and all that. Do you know? Have you heard of the legend of the freaking gold stash from the Japanese general?
I think I've heard of
stashed,
it.
like stupid amounts worth of gold, like millions and millions of dollars worth of gold.
Yeah.
And then it's not only that, there's a lot of like ships and all that and like that were buried there. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm gonna do some treasure hunting.
You've got to be very careful about having permits and things because there's been treasure hunters like down in the Caribbean that even though they thought they had a good enough permit and they made discoveries, the local government confiscated what they found.
Well, yeah, the government always swoops in and steals your shit. I'm just saying just for fun. You know what I mean?
It would be cool
I mean,
to find stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it'd just be cool to be attached to a historical find. You know what I mean? And most of the times, if you're cool with the government and you tell them you have a big find, a lot of times they'll give you like 10% of the worth.
Yeah.
They don't screw you over because they don't want people like destroying shit and
Right.
high antiquities, and it ends up on the black market. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So a lot of times, you know, for the most part, I got the gist that like from a lot of countries, they're like, listen, just tell us, we got it, we'll do the thing, we'll give you 10%. It's cool.
Right.
You know. And a lot of times it's just you just discover it and they take over from there, you know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think it's called what's it called, a claim right. What's it called, claim? Something like finder's rights or whatever, you know.
Right.
But you want to know something interesting? You should know this. You know maritime law pretty well, don't you?
I don't know about that. I was sure I was in the Navy, but I wasn't a quartermaster.
So get this. Did you know that if you find a ship out in international waters and it's abandoned, it becomes yours?
I have heard that, yes.
That's international maritime law is superior to anybody else. So let's say Jeff Bezos' crew jumped off of his yacht. Literally, if they jumped off of his yacht
Yeah.
for like half an hour and nobody was there, I can technically immediately put a claim on it and it's mine, and there's nothing they can do about it. If they left the vessel unattended for any time.
Yeah. That'd be very interesting. Of course, can you imagine the amount of costs for fuel and moorage and just running the stupid thing?
No, you just call somebody, some company, and they'll take it from you.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I've got a freaking, $70 million yacht. Give me $7 million for the yacht. And they're like, yeah, we'll come take it right now. So the captain and the crew,
Yep.
blah, 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 fill it up, and they'll go sell it for $50 million.
Yep.
And not give one care, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, but it's interesting because my buddy, he has his master's license, like 1,000 ton or whatever,
Yep.
and he telling me all these interesting maritime law, like for salvaging and all kinds of stuff. Like even like if somebody, let's say if you push your boat away from a dock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I put out the fire and I jump on it and put out the fire, I can technically take claim over that ownership of the boat. It's mine now.
Nice.
And like, yeah, that's happened before. Like in like Florida, there's like big fires, you know, at a freaking thing. Owners start pushing their boats away or whatever, and somebody like fought the fire and put it out or whatever, and
Right.
they're actually entitled to that boat. So like the owner has to pay them for it. It's weird. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like just really weird maritime law. But no, Philippines, you know what's weird is like on a map, you know, it doesn't look like it's the land of 1,000 islands, but it does have a lot of islands.
Yeah. I've heard differing numbers.
What's up?
I've heard differing numbers.
You know what I want to do for, like, if I were to do a YouTube channel, you know what I would do?
What's that?
I would, like, put on a spin board, right? Like, you know, one of those spin roulette things? You know what I mean? I put the names of a bunch of different, or the coordinates of a bunch of different islands that, like, most people have never been to in the Philippines, and I'd spin it, and I would just go there and just, like, document my, like, adventure going there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know, most people would just go to the big areas and they'll see the rest of the Philippines. I want to see, like, beaches very few people have ever gone to.
Did you watch, man, now I'm forgetting the name of it, but there was a movie based off of a video game, and they were like kind of treasure hunting.
Jack Cousteau?
No, it's the name of the video game, and I'm blanking on what it was. But it had the main, one of the main characters in it was the guy that played Spider-Man, the younger Spider-Man recently.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking Elder Scrolls for some reason. I don't know why.
Let me look up. I know I should know it. Video game movies. Twenty more. Uncharted. Have you seen the Uncharted movie?
No, I haven't. I'll check it out.
You need to watch it because some of the stuff you're talking about with the Philippines, they like go. I'm pretty sure it's the Philippines. It could be Thailand, but I think it was the Philippines. And they like find a ship, and yeah, you should watch it.
Uncharted. I'm gonna have to look for it. You text it to me on Google.
Yeah.
I remember. No, I love all that type of stuff. Like, I'm a big adventurer type of guy. I want to go hiking through the jungle and all that.
Yeah, I always wanted to be Indiana Jones.
The only thing is, does the Philippines have tigers?
I don't know. I know they have some nasty snakes.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be fucking, what's it called, freaking, you know, tiger shit.
Is it the Fer-de-Lance? I can't remember.
Yeah, Fer-de-Lance.
Yeah, that's the green one.
Yeah.
I remember watching Anna's Life Official, and she'd be going out on her way to her rice farm, and she was always looking for. She didn't like snakes, and she'd run from like any of them, but especially green ones. I'm like, I don't know how there isn't more people that get nailed by those things over there.
Wait a minute, isn't that the green snake from Universal Soldier?
I don't know.
What's the one I'm thinking of? He's like a soldier in the future, and the kid kills the snake with a shoe. He can't talk, and it's a green snake.
Could be.
You know what movie I'm talking about?
Not positive, but it could be.
Yeah. No, but freaking. Yeah, no, snakes. Snakes is no bueno. I don't do well with snakes, and I don't know how many of my 9 lives I've already wasted. So I ain't trying to roll them dice, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm almost less worried about snakes than I am spiders. I don't know if there's many bad spiders there, but Australia has like 9 of the 10 deadliest spiders and 9 of the 10 deadliest snakes.
Yeah, well, I mean, Australia's a whole ass continent, so.
Yeah, but there's a lot of those wandering spiders and like funnel web spiders and stuff. And some of those are like if you get nailed, you've got to try and catch it, so they give you the right antivenom and go immediately to a hospital.
Yeah, I watched like some of those videos of people posting from Australia, and bro, I'd burn my house down.
Yeah.
Like some of them freaking bugs, some of them spiders are what nightmares are made of, bro.
Oh, I agree.
Like you and I grew up on a little movie called Arachnophobia.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
And nobody's ever seen Arachnophobia. If you don't like spiders, don't watch that movie. It'll put the fear of God.
What's funny is I've seen that movie a ton of times, and I'm deathly afraid of spiders.
This sort of bother me. Watch this conversation. Yes, can I help you? I don't want anything. I'm on my phone talking to my buddy.
You know you're fat?
You know you're fat?
I'm not.
I'm punching.
5 pounds.
Oh, good for you. I don't want anything. I'm going to punch you in your forehead. I hate my sister.
Oh, it's your sister. I was like, who are you talking to?
That's my sister. She fucking annoys me. She's just her sole goal in life is piss me off at least once a day. And that's why I literally talk to her all the time.
That's crazy.
I hit her random shit. She fucking hits me with random shit. She electrocuted me the other day.
How'd she do that?
Cattle pong.
What the hell'd she do that for?
She and I don't play, bro. Like, you ever heard of those like sibling rivalries?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if we could respawn, we would have killed each other already.
Wow.
Like, we don't play, but we also like laugh too. So I pray to God for anybody that ever touches my sister. Like, I'm gonna beat the fucking brakes out of them. You know what I mean?
Bye-bye, MJG. You think it's lame? You don't need to be in the stream. Goodbye. You're banned.
Oh, I can't even see the chat.
Oh, he just came in and said you're lame, so I'm like, you're banned. I win.
I mean, it's not almost as lame as him fingering his butthole jerking off to porn in his mama's basement. That's probably pretty lame.
Yep.
Oh.
Dude, 2 days.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna hit you hard, bro.
What is?
The reality. You might want to freaking take a little bit of freaking woosah freaking drink on the plane.
Yeah.
Because the anxiety is gonna hit you. Like that adrenaline rush, bro, of knowing that it's freaking finally here. It's real.
You know, the anxiety I have isn't nervousness, it's excitement, because
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. Oh my God, like a horse ready to go.
I'm super duper excited to get there. And my main anxiety that I have is just making my connecting flights. I'm not really worried about the one in San Francisco. I'm a little worried about the one in Manila connecting so I can get to DUMA.
Well, okay, so you're landing 3 hours before your next flight. You're straight because you don't have to leave the terminal.
Well, I have to change terminals because the domestic flight is in a different terminal, but I also have to collect my bags, make it through customs and immigration, change terminals, and recheck my bags.
Well, I went through customs and immigration in about 15 minutes.
Well, hopefully it's that smooth, but I've heard sometimes it can take 2 hours. So, and I have a little under 3 hours. I can't remember if it's like 2.5 hours or 2 hours and 55 minutes or something. But
well,
if
since I don't mean to cut you off, but this is what I would do if I were you. Just walk to the front of line of everybody in customs and say, hey guys, I literally have a connecting flight. Can I go in front of you, please? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are showing up on vacation. They don't give a shit. They're like, yeah, go ahead, bro. You know what I mean? Because most people are just planting right there in Manila for the night or 2 days. You know what I mean?
Right.
Have a connecting flight like you do.
But I'm 49, like almost exactly 49 hours from taking off from Seattle.
Yeah, and you might actually freaking land a little early too.
Yeah,
So
it depends on which way the winds are going and things.
what are you flying? First class, coach, economy. What are you doing?
Economy saver. I did pay $120 to get it's an over the wing window seat, which I looked at the comments for the configuration of Philippine Airlines, and row 41 on the port side is where I am. And that was
No,
that.
I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have picked that. There's a better seat. I wish I'd known before you picked. I know an amazing seat you can pick that a lot of people don't know about.
Well, you told me about one in the back, but I looked at it and
No.
go ahead.
No, this one, you know where they have the center. Fuck off. Sorry, I'm flipping out my sister. But freaking I hate her. Anyways, okay, you know where they have the center bathroom? It depends on what size plane, but if it's an Airbus A350 or something bigger, right? There's a bathroom right in the center.
Yeah.
Right? You want that row, the seat to the any seats in the front row to the on the right and left side, because that's where the emergency exit is right there, and you literally have like a 7-foot like gap between you and the wall.
Well, that's kind of how the row 41 is too, because it's the over the wing. Now it's not an Airbus. It's a. I want to say I'm probably going to die because it's like the Boeing jets that have been having the most problems. It's like the 777 Max.
777 or 787?
No, it's a 777 something Max.
Oh, great. Have fun.
Yeah, so I'll probably die.
You're by the window. At least you catch a lawsuit. Make sure you're strapped in good.
But so that was a $120 upgrade, but I did bid and they haven't responded yet because they keep sending me more emails to try and get me to upgrade to business class. But I did.
No.
I did put down a bid of $220 to try and block out the two seats next to me, even though it could move my row that I'm on. So I may end up having 3 seats with nobody in it that I can, instead of laying on the floor, I can lay on 3 seats.
Well, let me tell you a little pro tip that a lot of people don't know is when you show up to the airport and you get your tickets from the kiosks.
Yeah.
Like the day of, check for upgrades then.
Yeah.
I have called many of first class and business class right then and there because it's the day of and they haven't sold it. So they're trying to just get pennies on the dollar for it.
Right.
So make sure it's not like the small hopper flight. It's the big flight.
Right. No, I know. I paid like $7 for a better seat on the hopper flight from Manila to Dumaguete. They wanted like comfort class for like $55, and I was like, it's an hour and a half flight. I don't give a crap, so no. But I'm interested to see if I get the 220 upgrade. Now I would kind of be asking them, okay, so I paid $220 extra to block off the 2 seats. Now you need to refund me the upgrade fee for the exit row that I'm no longer in, unless it's the exit row still, because they said it could put me somewhere else in the cabin.
Oh, that's weird. So who are you flying with?
Alaska from SeaTac to San Francisco, and then Philippine Airlines the rest of the way. San Francisco.
Seattle to freaking Japan?
I wanted direct, so I'm going direct from San Francisco to Manila.
Oh, nonstop.
Yeah, and so one flight I paid $7 upgrade, and another flight the long flight I paid a $120 upgrade, and even with the upgrades it was $1,022 and like 20 cents.
Yeah, no, it's cheap. You catch them for $600 if you know what you're doing. I normally fly. Depends on where I'm in the country, but I normally fly normally nonstop to Japan or Seoul.
Yeah.
And from there I get my 2.5, 3 hour flight, depending on where I'm at, Japan or Seoul, down to Manila or Cebu, where I'm landing.
Here's a question for you that you might know. Do I need to get a regular ticket that I can cancel without a problem for boarding, or will an onward flight throwaway ticket work for that? Because I know that's
yeah. The customs shit, yeah. Now onward ticket's fine. They don't care. They just want to know that you're going to leave.
Okay, because some people, I know people use the throwaway for like going to extend your visa for like 16 bucks, 17 bucks, but people weren't, because if you don't have an exit flight, they might not even let you on the like boarding the plane going to the Philippines. So I didn't know if I needed to. Jasper's recommending that I get a flight to Singapore and then cancel it once I arrive.
Yeah, you can get them for like $10.
Well, he's talking about getting a no shit ticket.
No,
Not
no. Look it up on YouTube. I don't know what it's called, but you can get a no shit onward ticket that you can hold for $10 or something like that, and then you just cancel it.
right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Geo list that he uses onward flight,
Yeah,
but
use that.
I didn't know if that would work or not for entry to the Philippines.
You want to know something funny, bro? I've traveled all the way around the world.
Yeah.
Okay, all around Europe, fucking everywhere. I have yet, to this day, to be asked to show my flights.
I've heard recently it's gotten a bit tighter, like in the last 3 months. So we'll see.
Yeah, but I think it just depends on the gate agent, to be honest.
Yeah,
Whoever
and
decides,
how their day is going, how you're treating them.
just show up, and I'm always nice. I'm like, oh, good morning, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, oh, look. I always just like freaking flirt with them.
Yep.
Depends on if they're chick or dude. Say something funny or whatever, and they're like, stamp, have a good day. So I'm like, oh, do you recommend blah, blah, blah? No, ask them like for some help for something.
Yep.
I'm always distracted.
Yep. No, I hear you. I'm going to make sure if nothing else, if I'm coming off the plane and I'm tired and grumpy, I'm going to find something to have for a snack and eat the snack and wait 10 minutes and then go through a line.
Massive recommendation.
Yeah.
Your carry-on,
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah.
All of your important documents, all of them.
Yep.
All of your important electronics, all of them.
Well,
because
I can't put all of them in there, I don't think. It'd be a lot, but I could try.
I'm just saying shit that if they went bye-bye, you wouldn't be fucked without. I'm fucked. You mean?
Yeah, I'll have the phones and stuff in there, maybe my GoPro. I'm probably not.
Remember, you can carry a backpack and a carry-on.
I've heard issues sometimes with the backpack.
No, backpacks do not count for a carry-on. I've never had a trouble with any international flight. The only time I've had trouble is domestic because the overhead bins are small. But you're getting on a massive fucking plane.
Right.
And here's the cool part is, even how big is your plane that you're taking from freaking what's it called, Washington to San Francisco?
I'm not sure, but it's an Alaska plane, so it's...
So they fly the Airbus. So that's a decent sized plane. Yeah, I would bring a standard, carry-on,
Yep.
suitcase.
Yep.
And I'd have a decent sized backpack.
Yep.
And that's what and the cool thing is if it's not big enough, they will check it for you for free at the gate. They always ask, we'll check it for you,
Yeah.
And then you just up when you land at your next flight,
Yep. I'm already going to be... Part of the reason I didn't opt to try and bid for a business class is I'm probably going to be overweight, so I'm probably going to get overages on that, but I'm also going to have a third bag. So I'm going to get charged for a third bag.
Well, as your first 2 bags are free international.
Right. Unless I'm overweight.
Well, it's normally standard is 80 pounds a bag.
They're saying 50 pounds each, although it sounded almost like 50 pounds max weight without an overage, but then it sounded like maybe it was 67 or 70 pounds total weight of both, so I don't know. I'm sure they've got it set up to milk me for as much as they can.
Well, I mean, who are you flying with for the first leg?
Alaska, and they're good. I don't know how...
Yeah, well, it's not your problem anymore. If
Yeah.
Alaska checks it all the way through, you're good because Philippine Airlines don't have a say in it. That shit's going all the way to destination. So if they hook you up,
but I've got it not really, because I'm pretty sure I have to collect them and recheck them in San Francisco.
what do you mean? You have to go back out and back through?
That's what it sounds like talking to Jester.
What? I've never heard of that.
He said they don't transfer them. So it sounds like at both places I have to get my baggage and then recheck in, because it sounds like customs check in or whatever for the international flight doesn't happen until San Francisco.
What's your layover?
What do you mean, what's my layover?
How long is your layover
About 3 hours.
in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Whole ass.
Yeah.
Whole ass. Because I will say one thing: customs in America can be fucking 3 hours.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, but I've never heard of that. Normally they freaking check them all the way through, and you pick them up. Like, it's weird. I've never heard of that. No, maybe they've changed it up since
Yeah, I don't know. Now Ash is going to bark because somebody's walking. We'll see. But everything everybody's told me so far is that at both places, I'm gonna, in San Francisco and Manila, I'm gonna have to collect my bags. Stop. Quiet.
Just make sure you don't have any rounds.
I don't even own any guns. I am pro gun, but I don't own any.
That's weird. Yeah, just make sure, because you heard about what happens to people that show up to fill around.
Yeah, well, I hadn't heard about the Philippines, but I heard it was in like Turks and Caicos. They were looking at 12 years.
Which is ridiculous. It'd be one thing if it was like 50 fucking rounds, or something like that, or a gun attack. But I think they should give Americans a wave. Like, listen, I know you're from America. You guys have guns and shit. Like, cool. You aren't trying to maliciously hide it.
Yeah,
like,
and it was
kind of,
it was a single 22 round.
Yeah, that's absurd. That's just them trying to make money off of you, and that's a bad deal, because those countries don't understand that Americans see that and they just automatically go, well, I'm not ever going there.
Right.
If that's how you treat people.
Well, Jasper
Like,
Jasper just went live, so I guess I should end this one.
okay. See you, bud.
All right. Thanks for calling in, bud.
Later, bro. We'll talk later.
Yep. Hi, Nico. Thanks for coming in, guys.